What is up, y'all? It is Supercar Tournaments. Welcome back to another Matchbox Moving Parts case unboxing. They are moving fast and furious now. This actually came about a week ago in the mail. I have not gotten the chance to open it until now due to being busy. Have a lot of stuff going on before I leave for the Matchbox Gathering, which will be happening this weekend. I will be posting this video on Friday or Saturday. At that time, I will be at the Matchbox Gathering. Immediately following the gathering, we'll be taking a look and reviewing all the new models. But what you want to see first is what is in this Matchbox Moving Parts case. This is Mix 4. We just looked at Mix 3. And this one, from what I know, is a loaded 8 cars in here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Don't believe there's a chance for a Super Chase in this case. The Super Chases so far, we've had the Porsche 356A. And then I want to say the Nissan GTR is the next Super Chase coming in the moving parts line. But don't believe this case has one. I believe that was Mix 3. All right, we start off with an absolute banger. This is one of my hyped, maybe my most hyped new model of the year for me personally. This is the 2024 Acura Integra Type S HRC in that signature yellow, new for 2026. I am so excited to get this on the turntable. I remember seeing this announced. I remember seeing the prototype at last year's gathering and just being so excited. And finally, I have it in hand. I've waited way too long to open it. Very excited. The 2018 Ford Focus RS returns. I believe this is the third release of this now. We have seen it in its signature blue. We have seen it in gray, now in this beautiful orange, looking very, very nice. The 1992 Buick Roadmaster Estate returns. We saw this, this was a new model last year in white, some lovely wood paneling. This maroon color looks fantastic. Some lovely disc wheels. One thing with the card art, I don't like how that disc wheel just doesn't look like this. That always bothers me with the card art. The card art's very good on the moving parts, but that for whatever reason, that wheel specifically just doesn't translate. Not sure what's going on there. Fourth car in this case, the Alpha Wolf, or did I say third or fourth? Fourth car in this case, the Alpha Wolf electric truck returns. We saw this as a new model in 2025. In red, we now get this matte black version. Very excited to look at that one. I think that's good casting. Maybe not the most popular, but a good casting. We do get two of, unfortunately, the Jeep Gladiator. This is kind of a whatever release car for me. What have we seen this a couple times? We've seen blue and red, I believe. There's another color, I'm missing it. Don't care too much for this one. We get a nice color, though, on this one. This tan's very, very pretty. But, yeah, there are other cars in this case I would much prefer to see the duplicate be. This is one of them, the 1977 Pontiac Firebird, new for 2026. I've long believed that muscle cars look the best in the moving parts line. The Mustang Boss 302 might be the best moving parts car ever released, in my opinion. The AMC Javelin was fantastic. I think this one may add to that theory. It looks fantastic at the gathering last year. You've got a big opening hood to see that incredible engine in there. I'm very excited to see what this looks like out of the package. I have high, high hopes. Photos I have seen initially were very promising. And last but not least, the 2024 Porsche 718 Spyder RS returns. New model last year in 2025 in blue. We now get this green version. So there are the 8 cars, 7 total castings. Very good. Love to see variety. 2 new models, the Acura and the Pontiac Firebird. Your duplicate is going to be the Jeep Gladiator, but we didn't come here to see just the case and box. We want to take a look at these cars up close. All right, folks, without further ado, let's get these cars out of the package. As per usual, we'll start with returning cars first and get to the new models last with the Pontiac and the Acura. Let's start with the Jeep Gladiator. I kind of expressed my thoughts on this one. This is not my favorite moving parts release or car ever, though this might be the best release of this specific casting. Really wedged into that new packaging. There it is. Taking a look at it on the turntable. Comes in this beautiful, beautiful tan. I really gotta say, I do like this color a lot. The blacked out wheels complemented well. We get some nice tampos on the rear with some taillights, the Jeep logo. Same on the side. They did the door handles. More Jeep logoing and Rubicon logoing. The Grill looks nice on this one. And then the moving part on this one, if we take a look at it, that hood does come up to show us a fully detailed engine. It doesn't stay open. That's one of my complaints with this model is opening hood doesn't stay open, makes it hard to display. Also doesn't open up very wide, so hard to appreciate that fully detailed engine. But all in all, this is the best this casting has ever looked. The black and tan looks fantastic. We have full taillights, headlights, side detailing, and an engine. Love to see that from that release. Very well executed. Up next, the 2018 Ford Focus RS. Coming to us in orange. Like I said, we've seen it in blue and gray at this point. Looking at it right now, I don't think this is my favorite color ever. That initial blue release was so good. It was going to be hard to beat that. A, because it's the car's signature color. B, because it is a beautiful color. Anyways, taking a look at the orange version. Another blacked out wheels release here after seeing the Gladiator a little bit earlier. Full tail lights and rear license plate. That rear license plate reads 60R4RS, the 6 and the 4 replacing the letters F and D and the alphabet. So translation, Ford RS, very appropriate. We get headlights and a fully detailed grille. Love the way they did those intakes. Those intakes are fully tampoed in there and detailed. That looks fantastic. That's a nice touch. Opening part on this one is the hood as well. This one a little bit tougher to get open. I am going to be battling it. Oh goodness. Cue the time lapse in the video. All right, we're finally getting it open. I had to go grab something, a little skewer to kind of pry it open there. But once it is open, you can see just how detailed that engine is. That looks fantastic. And you'll notice it stays open. We love to see that. Nice and wide, full look at the engine. This is a really good moving parts casting. When you close it, it goes pretty sealed, pretty trim. Hard to tell that that hood does open. This is one I kind of forget. The couple times I've opened it, I've been really impressed every time. I then forget about it and am promptly impressed the next time I open it again. Well done from the Matchbox team. That is sneaky good. The orange isn't the best color, but the casting is really well executed. All right, the 2024 Porsche 718 Spyder RS. This was one of my more disappointing new models last year. It just felt a little bit bulky, not quite properly scaled. It just, something was a little bit awkward and a little bit wrong about it. The blue color was very good. I don't know if I feel the same way about this green color though. Yeah, there's just something weird about this green, watching it go around on the turntable. I'd much rather this be like a forest green color. This lighter color, I think, shows off some of the awkwardness. It's a little bit too wide. The curves just aren't quite there. It's not quite perfect, is all I have to say about this casting in terms of the release. The blacked out 10 spokes look good. Again, yeah, I'm not feeling this one quite as much. The blue was solid. I liked it. It wasn't perfect. The green is just not quite as good. We do get rear taillights, rear headlights. The intakes are tampoed, which is very, very nice. But yeah, I'm not feeling this casting. It feels a little bit big for what is supposed to be the smallest Porsche sports car in the lineup. Taking a look at the moving part, it is the doors on this one. Very cool. There's a look at your full wingspan. But yeah, it's just not perfect. It's an imperfect casting, and that's going to happen. Matchbox typically does a great job with sports cars. That, unfortunately, is not one of them. All right, the Alpha Wolf electric truck is up next. Another returning 2025 new model. This color is wicked cool. Matte black is just like an awesome color, and on a car that just has such a unique profile and sweet look, it does just kind of pop, out of the camera for me. But yeah, this one looks really good. Blacked out wheels with some silver trim, black base, just very aggressive, very cool look for this car. I think it's a well executed casting. If you look at photos of the car in real life, this does a great job of replicating that. It feels like it's a very proper size and scale. And yeah, that's all I've got to say on this one. Good headlights, good tail lights, full detail on this one. Opening doors is the moving part. Really hard to tell. These are sneaky opening doors here. But you go ahead and pull those open. There's a look at your full wingspan. Looks very, very good. Yeah, I'm a fan of this one. I like this casting. You know, it's not going to be the most popular, but it's well done by the Matchbox team, and this is a great color for it. I think people will be pleasantly surprised with that one. All right, the 1992 Buick Roadmaster Estate is up next. This is one of the cooler models to come out of the moving parts range. Recently, Matchbox does some fantastic wagons. This is the most recent entry into that wagon catalog. And the white with wood paneling was very, very cool. This maroon, dare I say, I think it might be better. All right, taking a look at it on the turntable. We've got a black base with a maroon body. Looks very, very nice. Love the way they kind of use that wood paneling and silver stripe to give us a great bumper look. It says Buick on the front license plate with a lovely grille there. Wood paneling on the front, rear, and back bumper. Love to see that with some rear tail lights. Just very, very well executed. It's incredible how realistic this wood paneling tampo looks. It's just so well done. You do get a nice little view into the sunroof, which is very nice. And in the rear, we'll see if I can get it right. You can see there are some goodies back there. I am spacing on if there's a variation in what is in the trunk of this casting. There are a lot of Matchbox castings that have that. The VW Golf has had that in the moving parts line before. This looks like you got some sleeping bags and a dog sleeping in that rear seat. Very, very cool. Moving part on this one's going to be the door. Really nice. They give us the roll down windows so it just swings right open. There's your wingspan. There's your look at that. Beautiful opening doors. Yeah, that is a great casting. That is very well executed. Love the maroon color on that one. Just looks so, so classic. So 80s. Love that. I mean, just a lovely returning casting. All right. Now it's time the two you've all been waiting for. We're going to lead off with the Pontiac Firebird. I'm going to save the Acura Integra for last because that's what I'm most excited for and going to spend the most amount of time on. Anyways, the Firebird, I teased that I think this might be a stellar release. The prototypes I saw last year at the Gathering looked great. I believe that Matchbox muscle cars translate very nicely to moving parts lines, especially when you do the opening hood. There's just something about the muscle car style that allows the hood to swing wide open, the hood to stay open, and give us what will hopefully be a fully tampoed and detailed look at that V8 engine. All right, here we go, the Pontiac Firebird. Of course, it is a T-top. We love to see that. There's that signature Firebird on the hood, watching it going around. First of all, just look at the level of detail on this car. Beautiful black color with that signature Pontiac gold trim going around the wheel wells, going around the front bumper, going around the rear bumper. Just so well done. You can see the license plate there says B4ND1T, translation Bandit. Very, very cool. Got the signature tail lights. Oh my goodness. The level of detail on in execution on this car is just off the charts. The gold trim on the tires is wonderful. Take a look at that hood though. Can you tell that opens? Look at how flush it is. And this is one of the advantage with darker shades of color in the moving parts lines. Darker shades, especially black, tend to hide any gaps that exist between the door, between the hood of where the moving part is. And that is very true here on the Firebird especially. I can barely tell that opens. It does look like the hood is a different material potentially. This might be plastic instead of metal. I'm going to start to try to open it. This is very, very flush. I am going to struggle. Oh, no, I'm not going to struggle. Or maybe I am. I got it initially. There it is. You can see that middle section pops out of the hood, very nice. And there it is, a fully detailed, fully tampoed V8 Pontiac Firebird engine. That is fantastic. I mean, look at that thing going around. This is the beauty of the moving parts line. This is how I want to display a Firebird if it's in my collection. I want that engine up. I want the fully detailed engine underneath. This looks way better than a $1 basic ever could ever hope to be. This is lovely. This is wildly well done. Yeah. this will be one of the models of the year for me. This will have a strong chance to be my favorite moving part model of the year. I don't particularly care for muscle cars, but when they're this well executed, it is hard to ignore. That is wonderful. All right, that's the Pontiac. This is a big one for me. This is the 2024 Acura Integra Type S HRC. This is one I've been waiting a long time for. I think I've been putting it in my Matchbox new models prediction video for years at this point. We have yet to see it, and it is finally here. We are finally getting some proper Acuras in the Matchbox lineup. I could not be more excited. We are getting the top trim of the Integra Type S in its signature yellow color with that big spoiler and an opening hood, which you know I love. The best type of moving part is an opening hood. All right, here it is, blacked out 5 spokes, black spoiler. Woohoo! There she is. Let her go around on the turntable immediately. I am very impressed. The silhouette on this car is ridiculous. That spoiler is properly big. Love that the spoiler is not part of the die-cast body. It is plastic and extending out from the interior through that window piece. That is very cool. Acura badging and rear tail lights on the rear. Love to see that. That front grille is immaculate. And look at that front splitter. That thing is massive. It is oversized. It is bulky. It is everything you want from the top trim of a true race car. That is wonderful. Looking at the hood, it does look like those intakes are tampered on. Love that attention to detail. And now it's time to take a look under it. I believe this is fully tampered in photos I've seen, but we will find out right now. Let's see. All right, tabs open nicely. Stays open. That's promising. And there she is. My goodness. Dude, are you kidding me? I love this line so much. I truly cannot make up how awesome this line is. It's so good. I mean, like, what other brand is doing this? At this, much less this price point. A fully detailed engine underneath the hood. It looks great with the hood up. If you put the hood down, it looks just as good. You don't really notice it. It displays just as nicely. I mean, dude, what are we even talking about, man? What are we even talking about? Like, in this case alone, look at the absolute gems you can get. I mean, these are home runs. Nobody else is doing this. Truly, nobody else is doing this that you can buy at retail in the store. So those are your highlights, the 2 new models, the Pontiac and the Acura, home runs. Other highlights, the Roadmaster Estate is very good. Like that one a lot. The Ford Focus continues to surprise me. It's a very solid and well-executed model, in my opinion. The Alpha Wolf Truck, good release. Love that color on it. This is the best the Gladiator's ever looked. This is the one to have in your collection. And the Porsche is kind of whatever. But given what the rest of this case gave us, particularly with the Acura and the Pontiac, I cannot complain. It is truly out of this world good. Yeah, that's all I got to say. I find myself speechless at the end of these videos a lot, and I think for good reason. This is a wonderful case. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you if you're going to the Matchbox gathering. I am there now. I will see you all there. And yeah, appreciate it, guys. Bye.